Good morning, guys, and welcome. It's a freezing day in Stockholm today. It's well below zero, but we are heading out of the city and to another notorious area, and it's not Tensta this time. And probably, according to a lot of people in Sweden, this place is probably the most famous one and well known. And they even have a dialect there which is commonly used all over Sweden if you don't speak what's called Rikssvenska. And they are using a lot of slang over there, so it's been kind of a well-known word all over. Anyway, I actually got a comment the other day, and the guy asked me why this Tensta place was so notorious. And in Sweden, it's very common by the Swedish police force to use the term vulnerable area, and in Swedish it's utsatt område. And there are two levels, and if it's a vulnerable area, it's kind of stage 1, and if it's a especially vulnerable area, it's stage 2, which means it's a lot worse. And I actually gonna quote them so I don't say anything wrong, but they are using this term as saying a vulnerable area is a term applied by the Swedish police to an area with a high crime rate and social exclusion. And if the area have those two things, depending on how bad it is, they kind of put them in different categories. And this place where we're heading today is an especially vulnerable area. So I'm just on my way to the subway here, so I guess I'll see you down there. Alright, so we made it. We're gonna be traveling with the blue line number 10, and it's 2 minutes left. But I'm gonna show you here on the map where we're heading to. So we are at the moment at the Rådhuset, and this line will take you to, if you're using number 11, to Akalla, or if you're using number 10, you're going to Hjulsta.
Vi ska till...
Förlåt?
Jag ska till T-centralen. Hur fan jag kommer dit än?
Ja. Då får du ta på den sidan.
Så det är det?
Jajamän. All right. Forgot where I were. Anyway, we are going to number 10, and last time we headed to Tensta, and this time we're heading to Rinkeby. So I'll see you there. Alright, we made it. Now we're here. I believe the exit gonna be on this side. As you guys know, every station in Stockholm city have like different artwork on the walls, and this one has some kind of, looks like a Viking inspiration or something. There's two horses in the middle, and it looks like a warrior on this side and another one on this side, and he looks like he's holding some kind of axe or something. Don't really know, but let's find the exit. Alright, we find our way up here, but there are two exit points. I don't really know which one is the correct one. This one says to the square. I'm just gonna check it out and see what it looks like. I believe I ended up in the middle of the Rinkeby Torg. Is this Rinkeby Torg?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, okay, cool. So I thought actually I was gonna end up somewhere else, but I think we start the vlog here then. Alright, so this place is Rinkeby Torg then. And it looks like this. Looks like the entrance is over here. Maybe we actually can check that out first. I think there is a big sign here. It's probably impossible to miss. There's a lot of more people here though. If you compared it to Tensta, there was nobody outside. But check it out. So here is the entrance to the square. And it looks like I have a few shops. and we'll see what more we can find. It looks like a small wall over here. Hey man, how are you? All right, super pride obviously. All right, seems to be a lot of happy people around. Anyway, the first thing we see is the metro station, and there looks to be a little store, which is a food shop basically. There's actually Indian restaurants over here. I just saw some analytics from the channel yesterday, and around 5% are from India watching this content. So this is the Indian restaurant in Rinkeby. And here you have Geska Africa, which we just left, and you have a Blue Sky Salon over here. But we'll see what more we can find. It looks like a market here in the center. And there is, yeah, a grocery shop. Sell everything over here. They have onions and looks like some oranges and apple and stuff. Looks like very nice. You can see here. This is actually very cheap too. So this is just under $1 for 1 kg. And here for this big bag of onions, it's just actually under $4. And here you have some tomatoes also for just under $1 for a kg. Looks very good in here actually. A lot cheaper than where I'm staying for sure. See what more we can find. Yeah, we had the African store over here, and there is some kind of artwork here in the middle. I don't really know what it's supposed to symbolize. Looks pretty cool. And if you want to buy a carpet, it seems to be this place, and it's supposed to be in here. This is in Swedish. It's kind of a market hall or something. Even here a lot of Christmas decorations coming up. Let's see what more we can find. We have a cafe over here, Nejo's Cafe. Looks pretty nice. We have a pizza and kebab place, Rinkeby Pizza and Kebab. And of course, mandatory pharmacy and the gym. We have a store which I never seen. It's called the Rinkeby Mat Center. It's like food center. Pretty good name actually. Seems to have a lot of cheap food over here. And here I don't really know where you end up. Yeah, it looks like a nice place actually. I don't really know which direction that we are supposed to go, but I think we're gonna walk this way. So let's see what we find. Let's just take a quick pit stop in the mall here, see what it looks like from the inside. It was actually pretty crowded. I was surprised. Tensta was so, yeah, it didn't happen much, I have to say. But they have a flower shop, seems like a body care center, something like that, selling a lot of, I don't know, body care stuff, I guess, perfumes. Here we have another health shop. If you're into training and stuff, want to look healthy. Here we have a money transfer also. And what more do we have? We have a mobile service shop over here. Here's the carpet place that we saw from the outside. Maybe they're selling a lot of carpets and stuff. Here we have a lot of jewelry and watches. Let's check out some watches here and see what we can find. Here we have all different stuff. Yeah, check it out. This looks like a AP and looks like a Rolex. A two-tone Rolex over here. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. They have a nice cafe here, it looks like, with a lot of desserts. People sitting, having a coffee, I guess. And here they have the mandatory baklava. Check it out. Oh, it's very nice. You must, I can see and I can smell it. It smells very nice. All right, of course they're having coffee. What more do we find? Yeah, check it out. They even have some cakes and stuff here. Looks very nice. And check this out. If you're in Sweden, you have to try this one. It's called Princess Torta. It's very nice. This one also looks like almond cake. All right, what's a nice place to have everything. Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, be safe. Here we have some ice cream and a candy shop too, if you opt for some sweets. But let's continue. I'm gonna tell you guys a short story, but if you see the parking lot just behind me, I parked my car actually there a few years ago, and I accidentally parked it in the disabled parking spot. And the guy that walks around checking so every car has paid their fee and parked in the right place, he actually let it go. And he told me just to think twice next time I park my car here. And that's the only time during my lifetime that they ever happened. And that was in Rinkeby. Just for information. And just for some information, but this area is located just next to Tensta. So you can actually walk from here to Tensta if you want to. And the size of those two neighborhoods are kind of the same. It's around 20,000 living in each one. And this area was also a part of Järvafeltet, as it's called, which was used for military purposes back in the days. And I don't really know why, but just for most people in Sweden, Rinkeby is probably more well known for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know if there are more issues in this area than some of the other ones, but I don't really know. Here seems like we have a Noura fashion shop. If you need a hijab or something. Here is a salon if you want to cut your hair. What more do we find? There's another hair salon over here. And here it looks like a more local neighborhood. This apartment looks very nice. And this street here looks brand new. These apartments maybe looks a little bit older. And this was also, for you who didn't see my other video on Tensta, but this area was a part of the Million program back in the days. So they were building 1 million apartments during the period of over 10 years. So a lot of the architecture in this area is very similar to Tensta. All right, we find an area called Rinkeby, which is probably one of the newer complexes in this part of Rinkeby, and it looks actually pretty nice. Check those houses out here. I thought we were gonna do a quick tour inside and see what it looks like. I mean, these houses are probably just brand new, and here is a parking area for your cars, so just enter here. Let's see if we can find our way in between the houses here. Just for price information, but I believe a 1-bedroom apartment here, making a qualified guess now, but would be somewhere in the range of 150,000 US for, let's say, 55 square meters, something like that. Wow, check this house out, looks very nice actually. Would be in Singapore or Kuala Lumpur or something. And check those white houses over here. It's a very nice park area also. This area looks just as nice as anything you will find in central Stockholm that is built the last 5 to 10 years. But the price is probably, yeah, a third, maybe, something like that. Actually, just also for information, but this area, Rinkeby and Tensta, is pretty convenient when we're talking about distance to the city. It's not more than 10 to 15 minute subway or metro ride to Stockholm city center. So I understand that a lot of people actually choose to live here if just the cost of living is very important to them and they want it to be a little bit lower. But of course, it's a lot more expensive to live in the city center. All right, let's continue. Just came across one of the schools here. I don't know for how young or old kids, but this is what this school looks like anyway. You have a little basketball court or for some soccer, I guess. And here you probably have the main houses. Seems to be called A1, A2, A3. And here you have for athletics, maybe like an inside arena, and of course a playground over here. Looks like a pretty nice school, I have to say. Tell me one notorious area in the world where you have a public hammock, or actually two. I have never visited anyone actually, and I've been to quite a few. One thing I've noticed with Rinkeby, there is something going on everywhere. I mean, they're modernizing everything. Every park, every playground. I mean, I've seen probably 10 of those sites at the moment. I mean, they are working here, as we can see now. And over here, they're doing some other work. And this playground here looks brand new. And you can even see they invested. I've seen tons of these all over Rinkeby now when I've been walking around. But these are for the bees. Or maybe for some bugs and birds and stuff. So they investing a lot over here, it seems like. I didn't see this in Tensta actually. But let's continue. Alright, check this neighborhood out. Looks a little bit different actually. It's one of these 3 stories high houses, but you can see on this one people are probably watching TV from all over the world. And on this side they have even some nice glass on their balconies. Small playground for the kids and some seating areas over here. This is probably for a disabled person to get up with a wheelchair. Use the buttons over here. Even the doors looks pretty nice actually. What do you think? Did we kill any myths today? Maybe we did. Anyway, hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao, ciao!